Here's what's coming up tonight on AMC. First, an all-star cast that includes Walter Matthau and Jack Nicholson takes to the seas in Joshua Logan's sequel to Mr. Roberts, Ensign Pulver. Then Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee star in the horror classic that inspired 6 sequels, The Curse of Frankenstein. And Jimmy Stewart has an 8-year-old son with only one wish, to meet Bridget Bardot in the family comedy Dear Bridget, featuring Fabian. It's all ahead tonight, only on AMC. When Martin Sheen starred in Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now, he knew it was going to be a career-changing move. Read about how it became a life-changing role in the June issue of AMC magazine. And watch Apocalypse Now as part of AMC's 6th Annual Film Preservation Festival.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Clooney. You know, every issue of American Movie Classics magazine takes you inside Hollywood with behind-the-scenes stories of your favorite classic movies and profiles of the stars, complete with glorious color photographs, plus columns from me and from Bob Dorian. And with AMC magazine, you'll get an in-depth guide to all the classic films and original productions you can find only here on AMC. It's a must for any classic movie fan. To order, call toll-free 1-888-AMC-4700 or send a check or money order for $12.95 to the address on your screen. It also makes a great gift. AMC magazine, the insider's guide to classic movies.
AMC celebrates Bob Hope's birthday with 5 of his films. Friday, May 29th, beginning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern, only on AMC.
Movies touch every part of our lives. They help us forget our problems for just a little while and make us remember the things dear to our hearts. They're part of us, and they make us proud to be human beings. And that's why we need them. And that's why our great films need to be preserved. I'm Debbie Reynolds. Join me every Friday on AMC for Film Preservation Classics. Movies that are part of our heritage and part of our lives.
This week on AMC's Film Preservation Classics, Henry Fonda and Claudette Colbert star in Drums Along the Mohawk. Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, only on AMC.
This week on AMC's Saturday Classics, with the media's current judge and jury style of reporting, this noir classic is as timely as ever, presenting the possibility of the press trying to pursue a man's innocence rather than his guilt. Jimmy Stewart's raw and earnest performance gives this morality tale all the more impact for today. Call Northside 777 this week at 5 Eastern, only on AMC's Saturday Classics.
Hollywood in the 60s. The glitz, the glamour, the fashion, the faces that made history. AMC brings it all back to you now with the 60s series that brought it to you then. Hollywood Backstage, weeknights at 6 p.m. Eastern, only on AMC.
Romance. It's something that we can never have too much of. So Romance Classics, the new network from AMC, wants to make sure you get your fair share with Sunday Romance Classics on AMC. Each week, you'll get to see your favorite romantic movies and original programming from the network that's the authority on romance. This week, Courtney Cox, Hugh Grant, and Michael York star in the conclusion of the romantic epic Till We Meet Again. Then, famous Hollywood couples share their real-life romances in Isn't It Romantic? Don't miss Sunday Romance Classics on AMC at 4 p.m. Eastern.
His methods are unorthodox.
Some healers use one thing and some use another, but Doc Pretorius used them all.
His bedside manner, irresistible.
It would be highly impractical to make marrying my patients a standard form of treatment.
But how long can he hide the skeletons in his closet?
What was Mr. Shunderson before you knew him?
I refuse to answer that question.
Cary Grant and Gene Crane. People Will Talk. Saturday, May 30th at 9:15 p.m. Eastern, only on AMC.
Robert Mitchum, Deborah Carr.
My old man's a drover, but where he goes, we'll go.
A family's journey of courage.
Hey, come back!
For the chance to fulfill a dream.
It's what home looks like when you have a home.
Nominated for 5 Academy Awards.
If you're gonna be a drover, look like a drover. Get rid of that silly flaming hat.
Peter Ustinov co-stars in The Sundowners.
Friday on AMC.
Don't miss the next exciting feature at AMC's Drive-In Theater.
It isn't a house, it's a madman's palace as old as sin.
An unsuspecting honeymoon couple, a promise forged in blood, and an ancient estate shrouded in evil. These are the things nightmares are made of. Vincent Price stars in The Haunted Palace. Friday at 10:30 Eastern, only at AMC's Drive-In Theater.
The destruction, the devastation. Unfortunately, we're not just talking about what's on the film. We're talking about the film itself. We must restore and preserve these cinematic treasures. That's why AMC's bringing you our 6th annual Film Preservation Festival, a collection of the most important war movies of our time. Tune in June 5th through the 7th. Remember the past to preserve the future. AMC, a dedicated leader in film preservation, celebrates its 6th annual Film Preservation Festival, 20th Century Conflict, with a unique opportunity to share in the commitment and remember our history. The World War II video collection, featuring the double cassette version of one of the greatest adventure films of all time, The Great Escape.
By morning, I'm going to be so far away you couldn't hear it if they were shooting at me with howitzers.
And the landmark hard-hitting toughest nails epic, The Dirty Dozen.
Look, they might not be pretty, but any one of mine is worth 10 of yours.
Call 1-800-AMC-3360 today. For only $39.99, you receive Steve McQueen, Lee Marvin, 2 all-star casts, 2 World War II classics.
Going out tonight.
Our movies are rapidly deteriorating. Please help us save them. Net proceeds benefit the Film Foundation to preserve our film heritage.
But this operation is secret. Top secret.
Call 1-800-AMC-3360 and order the World War II video collection today.
Next on AMC, an all-star cast that includes Walter Matthau and Jack Nicholson take to the seas in Joshua Logan's sequel to Mr. Roberts, Ensign Pulver. Next on AMC.
Nearly 10 years after the very successful Mr. Roberts, starring Henry Fonda, Warner Brothers went to sea again for the sequel. Now, they had been after Jack Lemmon to play the title character, but he'd never seen a suitable script, and he told the studio that at that time he wasn't really interested. He had other things to do. Well, that didn't stop Warner Brothers from pursuing the idea, so they hired Josh Logan, co-writer of the original stage play and the film, not only to write, but also this time to produce and to direct. Robert Walker Jr. winds up with the Jack Lemmon part, with Burl Ives as the captain, the part that Jimmy Cagney played in the original. There's also Walter Matthau. And in his first part in a major motion picture, an unbilled Jack Nicholson. Here they all are in Ensign Pulver.